Going on, guys? Just turned up at Total Fitness Wilmslow, and here's the man himself, Luke Sherran.
Howdy, mate.
The big YouTuber himself. How's it going? All right?
It's me, yeah, nice.
Yeah. I took inspiration off you, mate. Look at that. Catching you up nearly.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so it's a mega gym, this, isn't it?
It's not bad.
Going on, guys, just about to kick off a workout with Luke. Going to do some warm-ups on the dumbbells, get the sort of anterior posterior deltoids going, and some flies to get our chest kind of warmed up and everything. And we're going to get some footage, stick it all together, and then do a Q&A afterwards. And yeah, we'll hopefully give you some quality content and see how we get on from there.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over.
So Luke and I have just finished a workout at the gym over there. We're just going to grab a protein shake now. I've got a pot of fruit muesli, and Luke's got a coffee. We're just going to have a quick Q&A, a couple of questions, and then yeah, there we go. Protein shake, strawberry protein shake is well a bit more refreshing, and then we're gonna call it a day, wrap it up. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Hey guys, Adam Arif, Beyond Educated. So I'm here with Luke Sherran from Luke Sherran.
Luke Sherran, but
oh, is it Luke Sherran? Okay, Luke
Sherran.
Is that different to Ed?
Yeah, it is actually.
Okay,
yeah,
right.
Different spelling and everything.
Okay, sorry. I'll start again. Yeah, with Luke Sherran here from his channel, link in the description below. So we've just done a workout and kind of winged it. As Luke said on his channel, we haven't met before, but I think we've got something in common, if nothing else, with the beards at the minute. Although I think
looking strong.
I think Luke's outbearded me. So we're going to talk a little bit about his channel. Going to talk a little bit about his balance of work-life balance, kids, families, YouTube, how he fits in fitness, how he fits in his business, and how he fits in everything else, because I think I'm really busy, but I think Luke's even busier than me, and I don't even know if that's possible.
It's going to change when the baby's born.
Yeah, because the baby's due. So, so yeah, one of the questions I think that'd be interesting for the viewers to say would be like, how do you plan at the start of the week then, with YouTube in mind, I'm assuming you do a video. Do you do a video once a week?
I try and do a video once a week. I mean, ideally for growth, one of the things I've learned is that you should aim for at least 3 videos per week. For me, that's just not really achievable unless I either sacrifice something else or I have a diminished quality of my video. So for me, I aim for 1 a week, and if I can do more, then great. But the 1 a week is my goal.
All right, that's interesting then. So we were talking before, interestingly, about I put a lot of content up for the fact that I want people to know that content's going up regularly. So sometimes I'll put stuff up that might not be as relevant, whereas Luke might wait and put something up. What's your... Well, he's saying that, but I think he's, genuinely from the stuff that I've seen, seems. So what's your philosophy behind that then, in terms of what you want the viewers to depict your channel as?
Okay, so there's loads of fitness channels out there, and I think if I was just a normal kind of fitness channel, if that sounds right, it'll just be white noise. So I always try and spin it a particular way. So what makes my channel unique, in my opinion, is that I have an interest in photography and videography. So I like to make sure that my videos are good quality in one way or another. I always try and do something creatively with my videos, and I always try and make sure that the quality of my videos increases every time I make a new one. I think if I was still making videos at the same quality as I was a year ago, I'd be pretty disappointed with that. I've also got interest in things like tech, and I try and relate it to fitness as much as possible. So talking about things like Fitbits, for example, would be perfect for me. But I do get pulled astray sometimes and talk about things like cars, just because it's things that I'm really interested in. And then the other side of it is the fact that I'm a dad as well, and I used to include my kids in my videos a lot more. I've stopped doing it a little bit, but I might reintroduce them again soon, just because I think there's a lot of dads out there that have dad bods and they don't think that they can do anything about it because they're too busy and don't have time. And it's not true, not in all cases anyway. You can normally find time to accommodate fitness into your routine if you really want it, but the key thing there is if you really want it. I think a lot of people think they have no time, but then they'll spend their evenings watching Netflix and TV and YouTube, or playing computer games. There's always normally time that can be used, and as you start discovering that and realizing, well, actually, do you know what, I could actually free up 2 hours in my evening, you start finding other ways as well. So I now watch my YouTube videos in my lunch hour at work. So if you ever see me comment on a video, it'll normally be around about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Right. I always said I had no time to read. I really should be reading more books, but I've got no time to read books. So I've got an Audible account from Amazon, and I now listen to ebooks in my car. I drive for an hour every day, so that's an hour's worth of reading that I'm listening to every day. You can always find ways to try and make things kind of more efficient if you really want to. That's kind of the best answer I've got, really.
Yeah. It's a very thorough answer. Yeah, I know.
I didn't mean to talk for so long. That's crazy.
It's good. It's good. And okay, let's talk a little bit about fitness then, and I think that's a key point. We'll talk a little bit about nutrition, and we'll talk a little bit about fitness. I've got a couple of clients at the minute, and one of the things that was quite obvious to them when I broke down the stuff for them on the program was that they thought they weren't eating as much as they were. That's a common theme across kind of one of the things. Nutrition's 70-80% and the rest is 30%. How do you strike the balance then with that, and do you think about the food that you're eating when, for example, you had a busy week? Luke mentioned he struggled to train recently, so what things do you put in place to counter that then, really?
Okay, so this might be a little bit out there for some people.
We like out there.
Yeah, but I like doing fasting. So, when we say fasting, people go, oh no, you're one of these guys. But no, intermittent fasting works for me really well, especially when I'm busy. So the way that I eat is I just basically don't eat breakfast, and I'm more than happy to do that, and it means that I can just focus on work or whatever it is up until about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And at 1 o'clock I eat quite a big lunch. That keeps me more than satisfied until I get home, and then I have another big dinner. and that's it. If I go through periods where I know I'm going to be really busy and I can't train, I might not eat. I might not eat for 48, 72 hours.
Really?
Yeah, and that actually, believe it or not, that actually works really well for me, because the flip side of not doing that is I will eat crap. And particularly, so for example, I recently had to travel to America, and fasting worked great for me because I stopped buying junk food, stopped eating airplane food, more than happy fasting, just drinking water, and that makes sure that you stay lean. I think, you know, you can eat a lot of calories if you're not careful, especially when you're busy, especially when you don't have time to train. One of the big mistakes I used to make all the time is I would eat a lot of calories because I was doing, you know, lots of training, lots of heavy weights, and then when I couldn't train, I continued to eat in the same way. So I was still eating 3,000 calories a day, but then not training for 2 weeks, and the weight surprises you and how quickly it can pile on. So for me, intermittent fasting, I mean, people make it sound like it's this magic thing that it has this magical weight loss formula. I don't think that it is. I just think that it's a lifestyle and it's a schedule that just stops you from overeating, and in that respect it works really well for me.
Cool. Right, one final question.
Yep. Cheers
for that. Intermittent fasting is an interesting one. I've tried it. It just doesn't necessarily work for me. But you know, each person has to kind of find what's right for their own body, don't they? Really.
Exactly right. Yeah.
So one final question then. I'm going to put you on the spot and say, when do you want to achieve your silver play button by then?
Well, after this video, I think we should pretty much go viral.
I think so.
And,
pretty much viral video.
Well, the projection would be the projection would be 198 years. So anything less than 198 years, I'd be pretty happy with. But no, I think looking at the channel, looking at the way it's going, I wouldn't say there's exponential growth, but it's not linear growth either. I can definitely see that things are improving, and the more time that you invest into it, obviously, the better it will do. I don't know, there's no answer to it. My next big milestone I would like to hit would be 5,000 subscribers.
That would be amazing.
As Adam said before, I'm not overly fussed about numbers in terms of subs. My channel views are on 300,000 at the moment, and for me, I'm very happy with that. I think I would probably like to hit 1 million views before I hit 5,000 subscribers, if I'm honest. I just think there's just more value in it.
That'd be awesome.
But yeah, at the moment I'm happy making these videos. I think it's great fun. It's become my main hobby. And I'm happy to kind of see where it leads. But yeah, I still do really want to. I was like, it's like mounted on my wall. I think it looks so cool.
I want the ruby one.
Yeah, me too.
You know, the one PewDiePie's got. Right, guys. Thanks for tuning in as ever. Don't forget to head over to Luke's channel, check it out, give it a subscribe if you've not, give the video a thumbs up, and stay tuned for more awesome content.